Let's start out with a few basic lead reports that will help you figure out which marketing resources of yours are the most productive in bringing you in new business. Users with access to reports will see reports on the left-hand side, and scrolling down, we will see a section devoted to lead reporting. The Lead Details Report is a very popular report, as this will give you an in-depth overview of specific leads that were submitted via the Tripleseat lead form or manually added by your team. You can choose what type of information you'd like to see on these leads, as well as the time frame for when the leads were submitted. Finally, you can group your information so that you can organize this data, such as organizing it by lead source and comparing how well each lead source is doing. You might use the lead conversions report to identify, over a certain period of time, the amount of leads that were converted into just an account and contact, those that were converted to a definite event, versus those that were converted into a lost event or did not move forward. So let's run an example of this lead conversions report. As with any report in Tripleseat, you can quickly run for these set timeframes, or we can click custom to build the report out ourselves. First, you will input a date range. Here you are telling the report what leads you would like to see based on the dates that they were submitted by either the customer or your team. There are quick options you can choose, or you can set specific date ranges at the bottom. Columns is where we tell the report what information we want to see on these leads. You can unclick any of these columns to remove them from the report, and then click into them to add back as needed. We are also able to rearrange our columns as we see fit. Now we have the information that we just asked for, ordered chronologically. This will show you for each day how many leads were received, how many were deleted, how many were converted to contact only, those that were converted to non-definite events, meaning tentative or prospect, those that were converted to definite events, lost events, and then there's a percentage of the leads that were converted to a definite event versus a non-definite, and finally the actual sales for these events. You could further organize this data by clicking back into Customize and coming into Grouping and Sorting. Here we are presented with different options to organize our data. I am going to choose Lead Source for this example. Now we can digest this information a little bit easier and compare how well each one of our lead sources are doing. You'll see a total of each of the columns showing at the bottom. So here we can easily identify year to date, Facebook has generated 5 leads versus Instagram, which has only generated 3. We can take this information and use it in our next marketing strategy session. When you like a report and would like to run it again, at the top right here, you would click Save. You would give it a name. So we're going to call this the conversion by lead source. And I can choose to share it with other user roles, other users in my group, or if I just click Save, it will only save to my reporting dashboard for me to come in and run again.